Yes, people. We're back again on the finished article. We're back again, yet again, with another episode of All Things Football. And today we will be rounding up the Premier League game week 2 from Saturday up until yesterday. We're talking about the results, and towards the end of the show, we'll be bringing in obviously we'll be talking about the rumours and latest gossip on transfers. We've only got 7 days left, so we've got a week left for the transfer window. So there's going to be a lot of movement this week for some players. But without further ado, here he is, the host with the most shows on the channel, my boy Shazad. How are we doing, bro? Are we good?
We are fantastic.
I just wanted to ask, bro, how does it feel to be called the host with the most shows? Do you know what I mean?
I'm humble in the fact that we're doing this together. I wouldn't call it the most shows. I said we enjoy it. We're getting content out there.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. It's always good to get content out with you, bro. I mean, we've been doing it for what, since March, April now?
Yeah, time flies.
Smashing out things since March, April. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time.
Well, yeah, obviously when you spend half the time ripping Arsenal, it will be a good time. So, hey.
Wow. We're not even 2 minutes into the show, man, and he's ripping Arsenal. Wow. Well, this guy really does not like Arsenal. Just so you people know, he really doesn't like Arsenal. So if there's any Arsenal fans out there that want to leave some comments or even get on the show and talk to this guy, give me a shout. I'll get you one in it.
I don't have beef with Arsenal, bro. I mean, all I can say is the club that club is second from bottom in the Premier League. They're at the wrong end of the table. I mean,
no, that's true, but we're only 2 games into the season, bro. So let's not dwell on that too much in it. I mean, they'll turn their season around. I think they've got 5 people out at the moment at the first team due to COVID and things like that.
All right, sympathy, Ant. Calm down.
Nah, nothing to do with sympathy, bro. It's facts, innit? Facts are facts, bro. They've had people out with COVID, innit?
Paracetamol, bro. Send them some paracetamol while you're at it. Nah, bro. we don't shout love to the rivals, bro. We big up on the football. So anyway, by the way, Shaz is right. Real Madrid have actually put in a bid for.
Come on, bro. We're leaving the rumors to the end, innit, bro? Just don't finish that sentence. We'll leave that to the end of the show, innit, bro? If the people want to know what you want to finish, when you're going to finish that sentence, they can wait till the end of the show now, innit, bro?
Let's go.
Before we do go any further, Shaz, we've missed something out from the show.
No, we missed this. I knew you were going to bring it up. So as always, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the love and support everyone's given us. As always, we're looking to produce more content for you guys. We are on the race to 200, so a big, massive thank you to the 100 or so subscribers. I believe it's 113 now that have subscribed. We are on the big race to 200. And as Shaz has mentioned, this weekend we will be doing the draw for the 100 subscriber. Unfortunately, that person that originally won, we've not been able to reach out to him. I won't go into too much detail on that. But yeah, we'll be looking to do the redraw. So for those that want to get involved, please make sure your subscription is visible. And you know the drill. You can see our Twitter handles below. So reach out to us there if you want to make them visible, or reach out to us if you want to talk to us about anything.
No, definitely. So as he said, if you want to reach out, let us know you're subscribed. If you think it's not visible, drop us a message. I'll let you know if I can see your name, or Shaz will let you know if he can see your name. If we can't, send us a screenshot. We'll get you added onto the list. Our personal Twitters are in the corners just here on the screens. Right at the bottom, scrolling, official Facebook and Twitter for finished article. The prize draw, obviously, like Shaz says, we are going to be redoing it. And we're going to be doing that on Sunday. So get yourself subscribed if you want a prize. That's all I'm going to say on that. Before we go any further, Shaz, there is the official Premier League website has fantasy football. We've set our own league over there, and the invitation code is below right now. So if you want to get involved, you've missed 2 weeks already, but if you're good enough, you can be at the top by the end of the season. Get yourselves added into the league, and as we've said, there will be prizes for people who are at the top at the end of the month and at the end of the season with a catch. you need to be so if you're at the top, you need to be subscribed to get the prize. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you're in the league, you won't get the prize for that month and nobody else will. Because we want people to be subscribed as well as being in the league. Sorry, go ahead, Chaz, go on.
We're now on 18 participants in the league. So as always, growing bigger and bigger. But guys, it's never too late to join. So definitely use that code below. Jump in and it'll be a fantastic season. Yeah,
definitely. There's already a lot of good people in there. There's people in there with, smashing points for the first 2 weeks. So get yourselves involved.
Basically, what myself and Chaz are doing is we're letting these guys get ahead, and then we'll come back and absolutely destroy.
That's it. It's all about the end of the season, bro. It's a marathon, not a sprint, innit? I'll be coming back towards the end of the season. You'll see me at the top. Do you get me?
Yeah. Bear in mind, Chaz just got knocked out by me in Tekken. Boom! At the weekend.
Wow. Hold on. Didn't I beat you in the first game?
Yeah, but the end result was 2-1, bro.
It was. What you on about 2-1? It was 1-1. The middle game didn't count because it didn't finish. The machine timed out on us, bro. That game ain't gonna count, bro. I'm not letting you have that. It's 1-1. We're gonna go back to the arcade, and I'm gonna whoop you on the third game, bro. And then we'll see who's got bragging rights in it on the channel. Yeah, yeah. Look out for that. That'll be on the weekend, bro. I'm gonna whoop you on the weekend, bro. I'm telling you. You've been talking all week, bro. You've been talking too much all week, bro.
No, it's good, man. We like to mix up the scores as well, but let's get
definitely, bro. So, like I said, we're gonna be covering week 2 roundup. I'll let Shaz start off with the first game between Liverpool and Burnley. I'll let Shaz go through the results and everything there.
Well, he had to give me the team that I didn't like, but you know what? I'll go with it. So Liverpool, or Liverpool if you want to call them, they ended up winning 2-0, currently top of the league. Goals from Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane. And, okay, all jokes aside, Liverpool absolutely smashed Burnley. Burnley would look like they were playing rugby. The amount of games we saw.
Do you know what, bro? Burnley always play rough, man. They always play dirty. It doesn't matter who they play. They always play proper rough, and that's just because that's what Burnley's like. If you've ever been to Burnley, it's a rough place to go. You get me?
It is. So, yeah, Burnley are tough side. And there's a reminiscent of Sean Dyche and the way he set up his teams. Unfortunately, well, in the end, Liverpool came out on top.
Who scored the goal? Sorry, it was Jota and
Sadio Mane.
Mane, that's the one.
Got the goals. Relatively comfortable. What's his name? Mo Salah had the ball in the back of the net, but it didn't count due to offside.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
The other thing that was major was the fact that fans had been a full year without it. So I think it'd been a full 528 days without crowds at Anfield or at most grounds around the country. So that was good to see.
Yeah, we've just got a couple of comments coming in there from my brother Nadeem. Yes, people. Yes, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. And I knew you'd agree with this one. I second that. Burnley definitely not a place to go. Without saying too much about why me and my brother have been to Burnley when we were younger, definitely a rough place. Definitely don't want to go back there too often.
The only thing good coming out of Burnley is Pepe's, bro. Chicken and rice, bro. Can't go wrong.
You can get Pepe's from Blackburn, bro, so you don't need to go to Burnley for that. Just get to Blackburn, innit? You don't even need to go to Burnley, bro. You get me?
Yeah,
man.
Nice one, Nadeem. Appreciate the love and support.
Appreciate that, bro. Next game we're going to go on to is Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Absolute banging goal from Danny Ings. Aston Villa won 2-0. Obviously, the highlight of this game was Danny Ings' bicycle kick. What can you say about that goal? It's already contender for goal of the season, and we're only 2 weeks in. Players are going to have to do a lot to top that goal, bro. That was a banging goal. Don't tell me you don't rate that goal right now, bro. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I didn't say I don't rate it.
I thought you were about to say you don't rate it then, bro.
I was about to say that Danny Ings is capable of pulling off those world-class goals. It's actually interesting that Villa were the side that actually got him, because he was actually touted to go to Man United, Arsenal.
He was never coming to United, bro. That's just bull. United weren't even interested.
Well, I heard the rumor. Maybe it was rumors, but He's a world class striker. I mean, definitely a decent player.
My brother's giving me lip here.
I don't rate.
He goes, I don't rate, and what? He basically doesn't rate Danny Ings' goal. Question: have you actually watched it? Did you actually watch the highlights? Are you just saying that just to be, do you know what I mean? Be a bit aggressive on that with me, innit, bro?
It was a good goal. Obviously.
Yeah, I enjoyed that goal, man. And obviously the second goal was the penalty. But the result itself, bro, I was quite shocked in Newcastle not scoring. I thought it might have been 2-1 or 2-2.
Newcastle done, bro. They have hardly invested in their squad.
They've just signed 2 players, though, haven't they? Joe Wilcock from Arsenal, and they've signed someone else.
Bro, that Joe Wilcock signing is their entire transfer budget for next 2 years. That's how bad it is.
Damn.
But yeah,
man's ripping them. These guys are getting ripped, fam.
Exactly, but
you don't want to come up against Shaz people. Like, he's just going to rip your team. He doesn't like Arsenal, as we already know. And now he's ripping Newcastle. Man's ruthless today.
Exactly, bro. We're just getting started.
What side of the bed did you wake up on, bro?
The right side bed, bro. But yes, anyway, moving on. Next game. Jeez, man, I'm getting all the boring ones. Palace 0, Brentford 0. And you know what? It's a good result for Brentford.
Yeah, definitely.
They've now got 4 points from 2 games. What can I say about Brentford? Good, solid in defense. It wasn't a classic, but Brentford are currently sat in 4th. Mate, you never know. They could end up in Champions League. I've seen funnier things.
Bro, come on. We're 2 games into the season. You're saying Brentford could end up in the Champions League. That's pushing it, bro. End of this season, they'll be at the bottom, bro. They'll either be relegated or they might just survive relegation, if you ask me.
All I know is they have 4 more points than Arsenal right now. Boom.
Wow. And they got 3 of those from beating Arsenal. Woo! Let's not talk about that. Yeah, but I mean, there's not really much you can say about that game. It was 0-0. I think Brentford and the Brentford fans will be happier with the draw than Crystal Palace. I think it was quite of a shock for Brentford to go to Crystal Palace and draw. I thought Crystal Palace would have won that at home.
They'll surprise a lot of teams this season.
I think they will surprise a lot of teams. They've already done it, man. They beat Arsenal in the first game of the season. That was their first game in the Premier League in God knows how long. The second game, they went to Selhurst Park and drew. So they've got 4 points out of 3 games, which for a team who's just coming to the Premier League is really good, man.
Absolutely.
We'll move on to the next game. We've got Leeds 2, Everton 2. What can you say? I mean, I would have expected more from Everton, really, but Everton haven't really hit form. Even end of last season, start of this season, they're not really hitting form, bro. So it's not that much of a shock that they drew with Leeds. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but the Demarai Gray goal apparently was really good. I've not seen it yet. I haven't watched the highlights of that game.
I actually enjoyed this game from a neutral's perspective because it was pretty much end to end.
What was the goal like? The Demarai Gray goal, then, bro? What was that?
It was it was a sublime goal. I'll say that. Go and watch it on Match of the Day.
Do you know what? Whilst you're talking, bro, I've got it up right now.
Go for it. Go check it out.
But you carry on, bro. You move on if you need to.
So for me, I thought it was a great game. The Everton Leeds, interesting how Leeds ended up coming back into it after being a goal down. Rafinha, obviously, we know how good he is. And as Demarai Gray getting the goal, I mean, in terms of league positions, it's still too early to say, but Leeds seem to have bounced back from their defeat to United the following week. I mean, the previous week. But moving on, Manchester City 5, Norwich 2. I mean, let's be honest, Norwich are going straight back down. No offense, sorry guys, sorry for any Norwich fans. They're the yo-yo team of the Premier League. They come up, they go down. They come up, they go down. It's like doing emergency CPR. You can't resuscitate them, you can't save them. But anyway, Manchester City did what they were supposed to do. Jack Grealish got his first goal. So the guy that Shaz doesn't rate stuck one in Shaz's face.
No, he didn't. No, I disagree. He scored 1 goal in 2 games.
Yeah, but
that doesn't mean anything, bro. He needs to be more. He needs to be consistent this season. He needs to be assisting and scoring goals this season for him to be anything, bro.
he heard your feedback and he's making an improvement.
Good. That's what I like to hear. People making an improvement, bro.
Sterling, Mahrez with the goals, Laporte, and Tim Krul on goal. I mean, Norwich, let's be honest, Manchester City, if anybody can get a team out from Manchester City, they'd be lucky. But let's be honest, not much more I can say. Clinical. And this is a benchmark. I think, you know what I was talking about at the start of the last week's podcast, goal difference will play a huge game. Now, if you go to teams like these and you don't put them away clinically, currently right now, Liverpool have a goal difference of 5. Brighton a second, goal difference of 3. Everton are a goal difference of 2. Man City and Man United have a goal difference of 4. So it's quite intriguing, the first couple of games and how they've turned out.
100%. But like I've said, Chaz, we are at the start of the season. We're 2 games in a 38-game season, so there's a lot more to play. There's a lot more goals coming from teams. But yeah, Man City did what they would have, what they were expected to do. I'm going to put it simple. They did what United would have been expected to do against Southampton and didn't do. City showed United how it's done. That's how you go and play and put games away against teams like that. Because let's be honest, United should have been beating Southampton, and we'll get on to that when we do talk about the United result later on. But the next game was Brighton versus Watford. Brighton winning 2-0 at home. No surprises. I probably would have expected Brighton to win this against Watford. I mean, Watford aren't that good. Brighton, I think, will be really happy with the result of 2-0. Clean sheet and 2 goals. What more can you ask for from the defence and goalkeeper, innit?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed Brighton's performance. They played well. It's funny, they're actually second with 6 points after Ben White has left. So, hey, I've seen funnier things in football, but it's Graham Potter. Graham Potter's built a side based on.
So with Brighton, bro, have they bought anyone since letting Ben White go, or even before? Did they bring anyone in?
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have they?
No, it's just the way they've set up tactically. They had.
They are a good technical team, man. The defense obviously did well to keep Watford out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, Watford would be upset with this result. I think they probably would have come here expecting to at least get a point or maybe a win.
These are the games that Watford need to actually target because they're going to score as well. So if they don't get the points early on in the season, they will regret it. But
yeah, no, definitely, you're right there. You're definitely right there, bro. That's very bang on. Watford losing these type of games it might hit them hard at the end of the season if they get relegated. They're probably like, we could have won that game. We should have gone and won that game, but you know what, you didn't, so that's why you got relegated, isn't it?
Yeah, moving on. We've got the games on Sunday. So first game obviously being Man United Southampton. So obviously we touched upon it on Fergie time, but here's my verdict on it. Started well. Conceded the goal. Bit of a sloppy goal, if you ask me, and
very sloppy goal, man. Very sloppy.
This is, and I had the question. I know we talked about it. Why are we keeping Varane and Sancho on the bench? I mean, we just need to.
We spoke about this over on Fergie time. I mean, if you want to get an in-depth analysis and our thoughts on this game, go check out the video that we did for the post-match analysis. We did it on Saturday evening around 7-8 o'clock, so a couple of hours after the game, whilst it was fresh in our head. If you want to see more of obviously what we thought about that game in depth, go check that out because you'll get more in depth from there. That video went on to about an hour long, so that's how in depth we went into it. But speaking on it shortly, you're right. Varane and Sancho should have featured from the start. I know Sancho came on, but I think he should have started. Varane should have started. Fred made. I wouldn't say he made a mistake, but he needs to be a bit more careful when he's trying to block shots, not to deflect them and let them in. I mean, he should be proper in front of it, blocking it, not just sticking his leg out willy-willy and getting a deflection, because that's what happens sometimes. If you get a deflection, it's going in. On the other front, we had Mason Greenwood scoring the equaliser, another great goal from Mason Greenwood. I think he's gonna. I think this season he'll score 20+ goals, easy.
Yeah.
The other point I wanted to touch on in this game is the build up to Southampton's goal.
Yes.
There's a lot of people saying that Fernandes was fouled, and it should have been a free kick. And even VAR didn't bring it. It didn't even go to VAR. And I feel as if the referee went to VAR, that goal could have been disallowed.
So here's my take on it.
So your camera's gone off, bro.
No, I've turned it off for a second. I'm just grabbing a drink.
Okay, no worries.
Here's my take on this. The reason what they've done is they've actually changed it around for one simple reason. So last season, what ended up happening was that, I'm back. What ended up happening was that they were relying on VAR to pull it back. So now what happens is the jurisdiction is with the referee to call it as a foul. Now, I agree with what Shaz is saying that there were a lot of contentious tackles that should have been called fouls, and this is where the referees need to actually be consistent in what they say. That was a foul to me, and Shaz agrees.
No, definitely.
Now
definitely.
put that one to one side. As Shaz said, Man United absolutely battered Southampton. How Man United didn't come away with a win is beyond belief. But
I'll tell you why, bro. I'll tell you why. They're not clinical enough in front of goal. They get the chances. I mean, you even said it in the post-match analysis video on Saturday, bro, that they created so many chances. Pogba had a chance. Mason Greenwood had another chance. Sancho, I believe he had a chance when he came on. Pogba had a chance. Fernandes had chances. Do you know what I mean? We had all these chances, but they weren't being converted into goals. Heck, even Matic had a chance that he missed. The header from the corner, bro. Do you know what I mean? We had that many chances. We just didn't convert them into goals. And that's where the problem is. I think in training, they need to train on how to finish and put away goals in those type of situations, in these type of games. They need to work on the final third. They need to work on being clinical in front of goal. When United learn how to do that with these type of players and they start banging goals in left, right, and centre, that's when they're going to be dangerous. If they're going to carry on with the way they are now, they're not winning the title this season, bro. They're not going to win anything this season if they're going to carry on like this, and that's the truth. Whether you've got Varane and Sancho in the team, if they're going to carry on playing like that when they're in the team as well, we're not winning nothing this season, bro. And that's why I'm so frustrated. You can tell by the way I'm speaking right now. I am really frustrated in the way United play because we've got the squad, we've got the players. Why not just do it? Why not just go out there and be clinical and finish them goals, bro? I mean, we could have won that game 4-5-0, like we did against Leeds. Like I said, first 5 games we should be getting 15 points, bro. But they've ruined that already by drawing against Southampton. Who have we got next? Wolves?
Yeah, Wolves at Tottenham.
Nice. No, not on here. I mean United, bro.
Oh, United have Wolves, on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday. Fair enough. We'll see how that game goes, Bob, but I'm sure we'll be back with a post-match analysis and I'll just be ranting and raving about United again. So tune in for that. But, yep, you are right, bro. The next game is Wolves versus Tottenham. Nuno coming back as a manager for the opposite team. Very quick reunion with his old team and squad over at Wolves. His first game against his old club, and he wins via a penalty. Dele Alli scoring the penalty. Not much you can really say. I think it was a decent game. Tottenham did just enough, to win. I think if it weren't for the penalty, this could have just been a 0-0 draw. I don't think Tottenham would have scored if there were no penalty. I don't think Wolves would have scored. So it would have just been a bore draw. So at least we got a goal.
No, absolutely. And I think the game, well, after watching that United game, it was pretty much a drab affair. Nuno returning against his former side did the business. Dele Alli scoring his first goal in 17 months.
17 months, bro.
Hair, bro. Have you seen Dele Alli's
Sorry, did you say 17 months?
Yes,
wow.
17 months.
He didn't feature a lot, though, under Mourinho, did he? So that's probably added to it.
He's declined. So he used to be really good, but then injuries and bad loss of form.
No, definitely. Dele Alli's form's dropped. And I think that is mainly because he's not featured enough.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But before we finish this, Shaz, before we go any further.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? There we go. Big up, Rayan. Thank you very much for tuning in again, bro. Appreciate it, as always. Next game, Shaz, I'll let you take that one. Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Oh, you said the best for last, bro.
I saved the best one for you, bro.
Well,
don't tell me I never do anything for you, innit, bro? I'll let you have the best one. That's why I started the way I did, so you get this game, bro.
Oh, you had to drop me into it. Sorry, Sol, but
Arsenal. Bro, the reason I gave you this game is because of the amount of banter you give Arsenal, innit? So here you go, carry on, bro.
You know what? I don't have to give Arsenal banter. They're giving banter themselves.
You know what I'm gonna do, bro? I'm just gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna go. I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
Arsenal, for me, I think that they really need to work on their strategy.
Rayan's got left a comment out here. Come Arsenal. Even he knows it's coming.
Well, I mean, where to start? I mean, first of all, the transfer policy is absolute whack. I don't even know. I don't even think they know why they're recruiting and who they're trying to recruit. I mean, Odegaard came from Real Madrid. No one was even after him, and yet he still managed to end up a 30 million Ramsdale.
The thing is though, with Odegaard, he obviously featured with Arsenal last season, and I think they wanted to keep him. He didn't feature in this game though because of visa issues, I believe. There were issues with his visa, so he couldn't.
Yeah,
couldn't play, unfortunately.
Lukaku made a return back to the Premier League, and
absolutely smashed Arsenal. He did, didn't he? He bullied them.
Was back bullying Premier League defenders, and then obviously James with a cracker as well in the 35th minute, and really clinical performance from Chelsea.
Oh, this next comment, bro! You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. Read that, Shaz. What kind of club goes to Arsenal with £50 million and doesn't even buy their best player?
I don't know.
Arsenal, I'm guessing. You know, Arsenal, Arteta. You know what I mean? They're just
Ryan, bro. I we could do a segment on Arsenal, and it wouldn't end. That's how bad it is.
Here's another one, Shaz, for you as well. I still have doubts over Lukaku. It's not hard to bully Mari and Holding. Origi could do that.
Yeah,
you're not wrong, bro. It isn't hard to bully Arsenal. The defenders Arsenal had on the squad.
You know what? It's a nice, easy game for us for Lukaku to get back into. I mean, Arsenal, what are they? Mid-table, lower league table at the moment. I mean, when you speak of Arsenal, you don't fear them anymore.
There you go, Shaz. Arsenal could have a shot all on their own. It'll just be Shaz ripping into them for however long he can on the day.
Oh man!
Imagine that, Shaz. Imagine you just on your own on a show ripping Arsenal. You'd be there for hours, bro. You wouldn't get any work done.
You know, we could do a stand-up comedy on Arsenal. It'd be hilarious. People would pay.
I said before, I think I put this over on Twitter. Arsenal are the gift that keep on giving.
Indeed, bro.
You know, playing Arsenal is the equivalent of playing Norwich. Wow.
They're a bit worse than Norwich, but Norwich at least managed to win a title. Arsenal haven't won a title in God knows how long, man. That's how bad.
Since the Invincible season, that's the last time they won it, isn't it? 2003, 2004. Nearly 20 years since they've won it.
Bro, in 20 years, we've come a long way.
Arsenal have gone the opposite, though.
This is the comment of the night. Bring it up.
I can't take a club who has the word arse in their name seriously.
Wow.
That is sick. It wasn't just the club that had it as well, though. The manager at one point had it, Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
He literally had the same in his name as well. That's crazy.
Marriage made in heaven. What can you say, boys?
It was, man. He was a good manager, though. He did well at Arsenal. But I think when he left them in a bad state.
He did, man. He did. And
that's why they're struggling now, because they haven't had a manager who's going to help build them up.
You know what? I have a question to ask if there are any Arsenal fans watching. What is Edu, your technical director, actually responsible for doing? Because they haven't signed anyone decent. I mean, as Ryan has mentioned, anyone that goes to Brighton and spends 50 million, geez, bro, that's scraping the barrel.
Yeah. How many did City put past Arsenal this weekend? Do you know what? I reckon that's going to. I'll let Shaz say what he wants to say. Sorry, Shaz. I'll let you finish. I'll let you go first.
I think this is a slaughtering for Arsenal. I reckon Arsenal will get done 4-0.
Do you reckon? Do you know what? I see Arsenal maybe coming into this game and maybe scoring, because if they don't score, they're not even going to have a goal of the month.
But where are they going to get a goal from?
That's the thing. Where is it going to come from? I believe Arsenal may come back. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they will at least score a goal.
Well, no, I think they're getting back 4-0.
I think they will be. I think City will beat them. Don't get me wrong. I think City will probably win comfortably, but Arsenal probably will score a goal. Maybe at 1-1, that'll be their goal to bring them into the game, and then City will just finish them off. Or maybe they'll be losing 4-0 and just score one goal as a consolation. But I still think they will score. I don't know where the goal is going to come from. It could be Odegaard, Aubameyang. Do you know what I mean? They have got the players that can do it. They're just not doing it. That's the problem.
It's true, very true.
Are there any Arsenal fans are tuned in? If you are, let us know.
What is there to be scared of Arsenal?
The attack is dead. The midfield is dead. The defense is dead. Everything's dead in that team.
Their fan base is dead as well, bro. You barely hear from them. We don't even hear from any Arsenal fans.
Oh man! It must be a wild talkover on Gunner Talk on Sarcasm City, man. I'm telling you.
Gonna talk, bro.
That must be some conversations on there, man.
They're doing a silent video, bro. Sitting mourning their former glory days.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I can't wait for this Arsenal documentary. What documentary? Why have I not heard about this? What documentary is coming out on Arsenal? Gunner Talk was wild last night. I bet it was, man. I bet it was. I tuned into the Q&A, or was it the Doing It Most? I tuned into a bit of that, but it was quite late, so I had to jump off and go to sleep. I did tune into a bit of it. I didn't tune into Gunner Talk, though.
That's how bad it was. Gunner Talk put Shaz to sleep.
No, I didn't even tune into Gunner Talk, man. Amazon. Wow. Oh, right, the Amazon All or Nothing documentary on Arsenal. I didn't even know they were doing one. Do Arsenal even deserve one? I don't know.
Grab the popcorn off of that.
That's just gonna be comedy. That one. I think that's just gonna go into the comedy section. You get what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. if you ever need a laugh, and you're feeling down, just watch Arsenal. It'll definitely brighten your day up. I'll say that much.
Damn.
Boom.
But there is one last game that we haven't touched on, which was yesterday: West Ham versus Leicester.
Yep.
4-1 to West Ham. I was quite surprised in the result. I know Leicester had 10 men. Perez got sent off on 40th minute. And obviously all West Ham's goals came after that. Antonio, though, throughout the game was an absolute beast.
Yeah. Did you see a celebration where he got a cardboard cutout of himself?
Yeah, I saw that. He got the cardboard cutout and kissed it or something. I think he's the highest goal scorer for West Ham now, or something like that.
Yeah, he is.
That's why he did that celebration, innit?
That is correct. Yes, so he's the outright top goal scorer.
Comment, man. Me and Flo doing a watch along for that for the documentary.
Yeah,
that's going to be wild, man. That is going to be a wild one. Get Shaz on that as well. Get Shaz on that. Watch along with you, man. He'll just be ripping Arsenal throughout it. It'll be worth having him on for that.
I'll get the popcorn ready, man. I'll enjoy that for sure.
I'll just be watching with some popcorn. I'll just be laughing all the way through it with Shaz's comments, man. But yeah, Antonio is a proper pace and power merchant. Definitely, man. He bullied Leicester about yesterday. Scored 2 goals, and I think he assisted one as well, the Ben Rama goal. So he did well yesterday.
But Ben Rama is looking good as well.
Yeah, Ben Rama was looking good yesterday, man.
And he's looking like he'll have a good season as well.
Yeah, we're getting anyone on who hates Arsenal. Yeah, Shaz, there's your invitation, bro.
That's my boy. I'll be there. I'll see you there, boys.
Yeah, when do you think you're gonna be doing that, man? That'll be really good to watch, man. All or Nothing documentary on Arsenal. Watch along on it. That's gonna be jokes, man. There's a lot of Arsenal haters out there right now.
Exactly, and then
Ben Rama is a baller, man. Definitely, he's an absolute baller. I think he's going to be one to watch this season. I think he's going to be dangerous this season. He's on form already. Same with Antonio. I think West Ham are going to be the team to watch out for.
No, that's true. They have a
next season because it's this season. Oh, right. Next season, because it's this season that they're filming it. All right, okay. They're going to be filming it throughout this season whilst Arsenal get battered by everybody, and then they're just going to bring it out, yeah? That is harsh on Arsenal, man. That is harsh on Arsenal. That's going to be awesome to watch. But that is all the games for the Premier League covered, Shaz. So we'll move on to the next stage, man. We'll go through the gossip and rumors. So I'll let you finish your sentence from earlier, bro. I'll let you finish that sentence from earlier.
Oh, so as Shaz stopped me earlier, he was actually right. Real Madrid have put in 160 euro
pound, I think it is.
Pounds bid for Mbappe. I'm not sure why Mbappe would want to go to Real Madrid when they're in decline, and they've just signed Messi, but I've seen stranger things, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that. Just one more comment, Ethan Ryan. Nothing can be harsh on Arsenal. You and Shaz are going to get along well, man. I'm telling you now. Shaz and you both have that hatred towards Arsenal.
Hashtag Arsenal bants.
Madness. Are there any other rumours that you've heard, Shaz? I know United are actually, in the next 24 hours, looking likely to make a bid for Saul Niguez.
I thought he was being offered to Chelsea on loan. That's what I've heard.
I've heard the United are actually putting in a bid for him, bro.
You Man United need Saul Niguez.
I don't think we do.
We really need a Saul Niguez when we need someone to put the ball in the back of the.
Shaz, this match is what you said. Real Madrid should be going for someone better than kick and run pace merchant Mbappe. 100%. I don't think he's the answer to their troubles.
No, I agree. He isn't.
I don't think he is the answer to their troubles. But there's a lot of other things. Yeah. It says here that there's a £137 million bid for him, but I think it's about 100. Sorry. They made an opening offer of 137 that was actually rejected.
Right. So, guys, before we carry on, get this trending. You know it. Get
Arsenal bans.
Yeah. Let's get it going.
Shaz, you're just mad, you bro. You really don't like Arsenal, man. You really don't like Arsenal. If you don't like Arsenal, go on Twitter, use the hashtag Arsenal bans, and let Shaz know what you think of Arsenal.
Boom.
Let him know. He'll be searching it, and if we get enough, we'll do a show on some of the comments, man. We'll get some of them popping on the show, man.
Exactly.
But it shows that PSG could be looking to sign Everton and Brazilian forward Richarlison as a replacement for Mbappe.
Who said that? Who?
Richarlison from Everton.
Who's looking to sign him?
PSG is a replacement for Mbappe.
PSG are looking to sign Richarlison as a replacement for Mbappe.
Bro, I'm just giving you the rumors, bro. Don't look at me, bro.
Sorry,
I didn't make that one up, bro. That is actually there as a rumor, bro.
You had me, but I was like, raw, bro.
It looks like this next one I don't actually believe. I'm going to read it out just for jokes.
Okay.
Juventus and Portugal forward Ronaldo will push for a move to champions Man City during the final week of the season.
Yeah,
former United favourite is not keen on seeing out his final year of his contract with Juve. Apparently, Ronaldo has discussed a move to City with Bernardo Silva and Ruben Diaz, and obviously fullback Cancelo. And he's discussed it with a lot of people. Part of the deal could be Laporte or Silva going the opposite way. So I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think I don't think.
Where are Man City going to get the money to be able to pay for this?
They're not going to be able to afford Ronaldo. I mean, if they've just bought Jack Grealish for 100 million, right, that would value Ronaldo probably 3, maybe 4 times that, because Ronaldo is a beast. So they can't afford Ronaldo unless they're going to get him on like 50 million, which isn't enough for a player like Ronaldo.
No, very true, my friend. Very true.
Apparently, United are in pole position to sign Erling Haaland next summer. The 21-year-old obviously established himself as one of the transfer market's hottest properties after scoring 62 goals in 63 games for the Bundesliga team. Saul Niguez Again, United are in for him, but Chelsea are looking to sign him on loan, as you said, Chaz. So that
if you want a defensive midfielder, go and buy Declan Rice or Calvin Phillips.
Why Declan Rice is crap? I don't rate Declan Rice. I don't rate Declan Rice. I'm sorry, bro.
Bro, Declan Rice put what's his name? Fred Matic to shame, bro. Get him out, bro. Get him out.
One game. Get one game, bro. One game.
Bro, Fred needs to go, bro.
Nah, man. Fred, I agree. Fred, I don't think he's good enough for United. He makes too many mistakes. That mistake that he made in the game, I don't think it was a mistake. It was deflection, but he should have been more careful with where he's putting his leg, like I said before.
Yeah,
and he does make other mistakes that have led to goals where we've lost games or drawn games because of that goal.
Yep.
He's not consistent. He's consistent in making errors. That's his thing.
The problem with him
is not consistent in the right ways.
What Shaz is trying to say is he's consistently inconsistent. As always, Ryan, big up.
Yeah, no, big up, Ryan. Always, man. Always, man. Always support, man. You always support us, man, and we will support you, bro. Yeah, I agree with this. Fred is a decent player. He's just one of those players that when he has a bad game, it looks really bad. It does, man. When he has a bad game, I do feel sorry for him sometimes because he does have a really bad game when it's bad. But when he has a good game, he has a really good game. So it does even itself out in that sense.
It does indeed.
Atletico have lined up Pablo Sarabia from PSG if Saul leaves for United or Chelsea. This is another funny one. Arsenal have held talks with Atletico Madrid over signing Kieran Trippier, but Trippier would prefer a move over to Man United if he leaves.
Arsenal, the only thing Arsenal need to sign is a decent social media manager to handle the. Oh, welcome, Idris. Much appreciate the love. God. Big up.
There's a list of 7 players here who are looking likely to leave Arsenal in the next probably by the end of this window or maybe the next window, bro. There's a lot of names here. Brazilian winger Willian. I don't even think they should have signed him. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. English striker Eddie Nikita. Spanish defender Hector Bellerin. Lucas Torreira. English winger Reece Nelson. And Bosnian left-back Kolasinac. Is that how you say it? Kolasinac.
Yeah, Kolasinac.
They could all be leaving Arsenal in the next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of names for to be leaving in it, bro. Very, very big name. Big list, sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro. If you need to go get a drink, bro, go grab your drink, bro. That's fine. No, I appreciate you tuning in, Idris. You don't need to apologize for being late, bro. It's all good. You tuned in. I think there's other rumours that I've got here. West Ham are planning a bid for Gatan Laborde. But it's looking likely they might not be able to sign him because of the transfer fee. It's not a high fee, but I don't think they want to pay the price for him. It's 12.5 million, which in this day and age is quite cheap for a striker. They're more hopeful of signing French centre-back Kurt Zouma from Chelsea. They've made progress in their attempts to sign him, and I think Chelsea are looking to get rid of some players, obviously, after the signings that they've made recently. West Ham are weighing up a move for Nikola Vlasic, Croatian winger, as an alternative to Jesse Lingard if they can't sign him. Look, it's looking likely Jesse Lingard is going to stay at United and maybe fight for his place in the squad, which is always good to have other people fighting for positions because it pushes other players to be better. There's some comments here. In my opinion, they should buy Hussam Aquaro or Eder Camavinga. Definitely Camavinga's, I think he's on the list at United, and the other player, Aguero, I think Arsenal and United are both after him. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. That's right. I've heard they're trying to sign Zuma for 25 to 30 million. That deal will probably go through by the end of this window because I think Chelsea want to get rid of him. West Ham want him. I think Zuma wants to move on.
Yeah, I think his preference is to stay in London anyway. So
yeah, his preference is probably to stay in England. So
yeah,
so it works out. The agents of Van der Beek have snubbed interest in Van der Beek, who is determined to earn a regular starting place in the United squad. It doesn't say who has been trying to sign him. It just says that interest has been snubbed because he wants to stay at United and fight for his place, which, again, as I said, people wanting to stay at the club and fight for a place will always push other players to do better. And I think Van der Beek deserves a chance at United. He's not had many chances. I think he needs a consistent run of games to hit form and prove how good he is. Maybe get him in the next couple of games. Let him play week in, week out for about a month and prove himself. That's the only way he's going to prove himself is by getting the chance to do it. Coming on for 15, 20 minutes isn't enough for him to show his abilities and what he's made, what he can do.
Yep, no, I'd agree with that.
So it looks like Liverpool player Nico Williams may end up staying at Anfield, with interest in him having faded in recent weeks.
You also had it's not a rumor, but you also had that Shaqiri has left Liverpool for Lyon.
Yeah, he has. He
left, I think.
It looks like Burnley are looking to almost sign in a left back, Maxwell Cornet. They've had a 15 million bid accepted by French side Lyon. And now it's up to, obviously, the player and Burnley to come to an agreement. Real Madrid have agreed a new deal with Valverde, which will run to 2027, and it includes a €1 billion release clause. That's insane. €1 billion. That's just mad. Barcelona defender Sergi Roberto and Sergio Busquets are close to agreeing pay cuts with Barca to stay at the club. Looks like Barca are trying to negotiate lower wages for players so they can actually, hit financial fair play because they're in a shambles right now. So there's some other comments popping up here from Idris. Imagine if United signed De Jong or Pedri. They're both good players. De Jong, I don't think will leave Barca just yet. He's only been there for a couple of years. Pedri, I think now that Messi's gone, neither of those two will want to leave because it'll give them a chance to shine. So I think they will both stay and try and prove themselves.
This one's interesting. Idris brings
today. PSG rejected 170 million for Mbappe. Okay, so it's been rejected. Okay, that's interesting because Mbappe has said he wants to leave. He's told PSG he's not staying. So maybe they're waiting for a higher bid. Because I don't see Mbappe changing his mind.
Well, it depends if they can cough up the money for him.
So there's a couple of rumors here for Shaz and his favorite team, Arsenal. So I'll just read these out for you, Shaz. Arsenal will listen to offers for captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. They will not stand in his way if he expresses a desire to leave the club before the end of the window. The Gunners are determined to support under pressure manager Mikel Arteta following defeats in the opening 2 games of the Premier League. And Arsenal want to revive their interest in Kieran Trippier, but need Atletico to lower their 34 million price for Kieran Trippier. A rumour is that former Chelsea boss Antonio Conte is a contender to become the next Arsenal manager if they decide to sack Mikel Arteta. So
regarding the Aubameyang thing, Idris has brought up what I was about to say. So Barcelona
I've heard the rumours that Barca do want Aubameyang, but they've been snubbed, them rumours, that Barcelona have come out and said they're not interested in Aubameyang. Even, what's he called? The journalist who has his YouTube channel? Romano, yeah, him. He's even come out and said Barca are interested in Aubameyang. So I'm not sure where those rumours are coming from. I'm not too sure, to be fair, but I think he'd do well at Barca, you know, with the players around him. But I don't think they need him.
Well, so Idris mentioned it. De Jong is actually a sick midfielder, but the problem with that is that, well, United have way too many midfielders anyway, so that's a different story.
But United don't need any more midfielders, bro.
No. So I think that's one for the future, but not right now. Going back to your other Arsenal rumors, bro, let's be honest. Arsenal are shambles right now. Edu has a lot to answer for. I think most of these signings, I mean, I think good news for Arsenal is Willian's leaving. So I think he's going back to Brazil. That'll free up some of the wages so that they can actually recoup some money.
This comment's just come through, Shaz. Signing Aubameyang is useless. I'm guessing he's talking about Barcelona there. I think it is useless for Barcelona to sign a 30-odd-year-old striker when they just got rid of Luis Suarez, saying he was too old. And then they signed Sergio Aguero. I mean, let's talk about that. Sergio Aguero came to Barca to play with Messi, and now Messi's at PSG. So the rumor is that Sergio Aguero is looking to leave Barca. He hasn't played for him yet, has he?
No, he's injured.
He's injured. So I think he is trying to find a loophole in his contract to leave. That's the rumor, but I don't think there will be. I don't think it's going to be that easy for him to leave.
No, it won't.
So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
One of the things that he, like you said, he did go there for Messi, but right now they are struggling in terms of financial fair play. So if they can't afford to pay his wages, he might just say, you know what, let's can it, and I'll just walk out right now. But we'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
Yeah. So I mean, there are a couple of other rumors here, bro. Some interesting ones. Tottenham's chairman Daniel Levy will not drop his valuation of Harry Kane and could even refuse a British record bid of 150 million from Man City for Harry Kane. Like I've always said, Harry Kane's not worth more than 60 million, 70 million, if you ask me, bro. That price is very overinflated, bro. Very.
I'm going to jump in on this. So you're absolutely right. It's overinflated. It's overinflated by Daniel Levy because you don't want to sell him. Problem with Tottenham is they say they don't want to sign. Go on.
No, go on. I was just saying sorry that I said.
No. So they said they don't want to sign. They don't want to let Harry Kane go. I get that. But they are not showing any ambition of building a project around it. They're not showing him the fact that, okay, we don't want you to go, but we're going to do X, Y, Z to...
Yeah. Then they need to prove to him that they're building a project where they can win titles.
They're not doing it, so...
But they're not doing it, and that's why he wants to leave. And fair play to him. He wants to... He's 28? He's got, 4 years left, 5 years left before he retires?
Absolutely, yeah.
He wants to win a title. I think he deserves it. He's a decent striker. And if you're a footballer, you always want to win titles, innit, bro? So, another Tottenham rumour. Wolves have actually rejected a bid from Tottenham for Adama Traore. So, it looks like Nuno wants to bring in some of his older players to Tottenham, which I think would bolster Tottenham up. A player like Traore in their team, I think that would mean, it will show other teams that they mean business, but they need more than just Traore to scare other teams, bro.
I agree with that.
It looks like Tottenham have also opened talks with a move for United States midfielder Weston McKennie. But yeah, there is a rumor here that one of the players that you like, Shaz, Declan Rice, he actually plans to turn down any offer of a new contract from West Ham. He feels he has been priced out of a move this summer. He's 3 years left on his current deal, and West Ham have an option to extend that by a further year. So I think he's trying to push through a move away, even though he's got 3 years left. That's a bit of a strange one, man. He's got 3 years left, and he's trying to force a move.
Well, obviously, if he's not happy,
I mean that's 3 players from the Euro 2020 squad for England that are trying to move. You've got Grealish, who has moved. Harry Kane is trying to force a move, and now Declan Rice is trying to force a move.
Kane has been trying to leave for ages.
No, 100% he has. 100%. Kane won't retire at 32. He might not do, but those are going to be his best years up until he's 32. After that, he's going to start declining. So no big team's going to want him after he's 30, 31. His abilities to move and his pace is going to decline massively.
Gary Neville said on Monday Night Football yesterday, he said that Man United should go in for Harry Kane. I know it's rumors at the moment, but it's interesting to see Gary Neville.
No, definitely, you're right there, bro. You're right. Definitely interesting.
160 million.
A couple of other rumors here, Shaz. French defender Koundé looks like he could be going to Chelsea. He's got a 77 million release clause in his contract.
Yep.
So the talk is of including Kurt Zouma as part of the deal. But it looks like Kurt Zouma said he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave London, so that they can't offer him as part of the deal. He's rejected that. So they're going to have to cough up the 77 million if they want him.
I think they will.
United remain interested in Camavinga, but feel the France international would prefer a move to PSG or a Spanish club. I think he's come out and said he wants to go to Spain, I believe.
Yes.
Am I wrong? I'm not wrong on saying that. I've heard that a couple of times. So, West Ham are looking at Lille's French midfielder Jonathan Bamba as a possible alternative to signing Jesse Lingard. Looks like they're trying to get Lingard, and it's not happening because I think Lingard wants to stay. Crystal Palace are preparing to pay 10 million to sign Arsenal striker Eddie Nketiah, but the Gunners are holding out for closer to 20. He has also attracted interest from Germany, from some clubs in Germany. So I think Arsenal might hold out for more money than the 10 million. The way I see that going is they wait till transfer deadline day. They don't have any other offers and they accept 10 million from Crystal Palace to get rid of him off the books. Arsenal midfielder Lucas Torreira is close to signing with Fiorentina on loan. He did spend last season on loan at Atletico, where he helped the side win the La Liga. Willian is set to leave Arsenal on a free to join Corinthians in his homeland of Brazil. That the talks for that are advanced stages. So to me, that sounds like it could be going through in the next few days. Wolves are ready to make a 7 million bid for Kiefer Moore from Cardiff.
Yeah, I heard
you can interrupt me at any point, man, if you want to talk about any of these, bro. I'm just reading through a list, bro.
No, carry on. If I
there's only a couple more on this page, bro. So something that you're going to be happy with, and I'm really happy reading this, bro. I'm really happy reading this. United defender Phil Jones is ready to consider a loan move to a championship club, having fallen down the pecking order at Old Trafford. That's about 5 years late, bro, if you ask me.
Yeah, so you want my opinion? I don't think anyone can afford him unless they say they're going to...
No, that's what I'm saying. A loan deal to a championship club, that could mean United maybe pay half his wages whilst he's on loan, and then he goes after, maybe.
Guy's got to go. He's
just... somewhere, by hook or crook, bro, we will get rid of him. Don't you worry, lad.
It's got to go.
Newcastle and West Ham could compete with Burnley to sign Ivory Coast left back Maxwell Cornet, as I said earlier. Burnley have made a bid which will be paid across 5 installments, so 3 million each installment.
Interesting.
Everton have made a bid for an 18-year-old Canadian-born forward, Daniel Jabison, who represents England at youth level.
Okay.
So they've had that bid turned down by Sheffield United. Everton are looking to sign him, from Sheffield United. But the bid's been turned down by Sheffield. Aston Villa, Brentford and Leeds are also interested in him. So I think he's one for the future for them clubs because he's only 18. And lastly, Leicester and Southampton are interested in Middlesbrough English right back Dejeed Spence.
I've never really heard of him much.
Neither have I. I was just going to say that, bro. But we've got one comment here from Idris. Chelsea could have sell Werner and sign Haaland instead of Lukaku. Still not disappointed with Lukaku, just would have preferred to sell Werner for Haaland. 100% Chelsea could have sold Werner after his flop season and then used that money plus what they've got that they paid for Lukaku and got Haaland. I think Haaland might not want to join Chelsea. Maybe he's waiting to sign with United. Maybe there's an agreement there that for him to go to United. Because I know he's friends with Sancho. Him and Sancho, everyone knows they've got a friendship from their time together at Dortmund. Haaland also has respect and a relationship with Man United manager Solskjaer. Now, that is very key for United to keep Solskjaer to sign Haaland. I believe if Haaland wants to come to United, Solskjaer still needs to be our manager. Because if he's not, that link between Haaland and Solskjaer is not there for him to want to come to United. And I think keeping Solskjaer as a manager to bring Haaland in would be very key. And after that, if they want to sack Solskjaer, you know what I mean? I won't be disappointed.
That's dependent on how the season goes. I'll be honest with you.
A lot of people are saying Solskjaer will be sacked before Arteta. I disagree with that.
I don't think he will, but I think he will be sacked if he doesn't win a trophy this season.
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't win a trophy this season, next summer he needs to go, unfortunately. And I really like Solskjaer. You know what I mean? I think he's great, but I don't think he's got enough experience right now to be United manager and get and move us up to that level where we're competing for trophies consistently every season and maybe winning as well.
I mean, it's not just trophies, but it's also, like we talk about mindset. So
management.
His man management is brilliant. I've got no issues with that. The only thing I've got to say is,
I didn't mean man management. I meant his squad, the way he rotates his squad, which he
exactly,
hardly does. That's what I meant. Sorry, bro.
And that's fair enough. I mean, so just as a final point before we head off with the show, in terms of what I think about Ollie, he in terms of man management, absolutely no question, happy with the way he's done that. The thing is, he needs to be a bit more ruthless in terms of making decisions. So against Southampton, and I know you talked about Fred Matic and whatever you want to say about that double pivot, but why against Southampton side are you playing a double pivot player? I mean, you only need one of them. Have Van der Beek or have one of them play. Why do we need to have two players there doing the same thing? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
100%, bro. 100%. You're right, bro. I think Solskjaer either needs to change the way he's using the squad, or he needs to go at the end of the season if he's not.
So for example, you know what?
Either that, or this season he wins us a trophy and proves his methods work.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that double pivot method works, but against a team like a PSG, a Real Madrid, a Man
you don't
City,
need to be playing that double pivot against.
That's what I mean.
The Southamptons, the Wolves, Aston Villa, and people like that. But exactly. It's just not on.
We're on the front foot anyway. So you don't need a defensive to worry because you'll outscore the opposition. Okay, the saying in football I love to say is, don't worry about how many you concede, because if you're good enough, you're going to outscore them. We did everything bar put the ball in the back of the net. So in that respect, you got nothing to worry about. Could it have been a bit more clinical? Absolutely.
100%, bro. 100%.
We're hoping that against Wolves,
United need, like I said earlier, Shaz, United need to be more clinical to win these type of games against teams that we should be winning. Shout out to Rayan. He's just shared the feed over on Twitter. Appreciate you retweeting that, bro.
Nice one, bro. I appreciate it.
But I don't think there's any other rumors that I can see that out there, bro. There's obviously, we've spoke about all of them that I can think of anyway. But besides, obviously, City are still trying to make that push for Harry Kane, but I don't think that deal's going to go through.
Nope.
Tottenham are actually still interested in Hossein Aouar, who's also wanted by Juve. This was a rumor from weeks ago, bro. Arsenal failed in an attempt to sign Locatelli because he's moving to Juve. I don't know why these rumors keep popping up, bro. That's a very old rumor. We've known that he didn't want to come to Arsenal and he was going to Juve. The deal's still not over the table over at Juve, but that doesn't mean he's going to change his mind and come to Arsenal. He's very focused on going to Juve, and I think that deal will be completed. There's just a few things that they need to finalise on it.
Absolutely, yeah. Now, looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of weeks with transfer window coming to a close. I know the loan window, I think, is open till the end of September, but the main sign phase ends in.
So this time next week, the transfer deadline window will have closed. I think it closes at 11 o'clock. Am I right, Shaz?
Yes, correct.
Right. So what we're going to do next week, we're going to have a special episode of all things football from 10:30 to 11:30, maybe 12 o'clock if we can push it that far. And we're going to be talking about all the transfers that have gone through from the start of the window to the end, and maybe any deals that are announced after the window's closed. We'll be bringing them to you live right here on the finished article on all things football. So tune in for that. Don't miss out. We'll be talking about what we think of the transfers, and whether those players are going to be a success at their club or not. We'll try and get as many of the transfers in as possible. We might miss some, so if we do, if you're listening in on the day, leave them in the comments and we'll bring them up. We'll try and get through as many as possible, because there's going to be a lot of transfers to go through. I think we might just stick to top flight.
Yeah, we'll cover what we can.
We'll cover as much as we can, though. Yeah, definitely.
We'll go through the rest of them as we see them. But
there's one little thing that I wanted to talk about on football before we go, Shaz. The whole incident that happened with Payet in France, where he was taking a corner and got something thrown at him and threw it back into the crowd, and it just incited a big riot on the pitch.
Yeah,
that was a stupid move from Payet. Yes, he was being abused, but maybe he should have told the referee, he's been hit with things from the crowd. The referee should have stepped in and stopped the match until the crowd were under control before Payet had to get that angry that he threw something back at the fans.
Or just walked off and said, "Look, I'm not playing."
Payet and his players should have taken the initiative and said, "Right, we're being abused by these players. We're having things thrown at us. It's not our safety's being questioned here. The referee's not doing anything. We're going off the pitch until you sort yourself out." Yeah. And the worst thing is the fans that were doing it, their team were winning.
Yeah.
And there's no need for anything like that in football, whether it's a player or the fans doing it. There's no need for it.
No, I agree with that.
But I just wanted to bring that up because it's something I wanted to speak about earlier, but it slipped my mind, so I just thought I'd bring it up now. I don't know if you've seen the video for it, Shaz. It is online on YouTube.
I saw it, yeah.
And that situation escalated really quickly, bro.
Yeah, it didn't.
It could have been a lot worse than it was because there were more fans on the pitch than the stewards could control, and that could have been potentially very dangerous for the players that were on the pitch. So the referee should have told the players all to go in the back, stay in the back in the locker room until the crowd are under control, and then we'll resume the game. But the referee lost control of the game, lost control of the players, lost control of the fans, and it just escalated to heights that it shouldn't have done. But yeah, bro, I know you've got work tomorrow, so we will cut this one off now, bro. It has gone on over the hour mark yet again. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Idris, Rayan leaving comments, my brother leaving a comment. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in and everything. But like I said, next week, this time, we'll be back again with the finished article, All Things Football, Transfer Deadline Day Special. We're bringing you all the news we can, all the new updates and everything as they come through on TV or on our phones. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a one to watch. But until then, that's it from me. I'll let Shaz leave his final thoughts over here, and then we'll cut this one short.
Yep, as always, loving the support and appreciate everyone that's tuned in today. It's been a great episode covering all football transfer rumors plus the roundup of the Premier League. We will be covering more content in the next couple of days, so stay tuned in for that. But guys, from myself and Chaz, take it easy. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.
Stay safe, beeps.